Support for Radio Friends comes from Homestead Senior Care, providing trustworthy, kind-hearted senior home care services in your loved one's home. All caregivers are thoroughly screened, extensively trained, professional, and reliable. Homestead is all about providing the highest quality home care service to fit you and your family's needs. Plus, if you would be interested in becoming a caregiver, they offer great part-time positions. Give them a call at 573-442-4333 or check it out at homestead.com. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, October the 5th. I want to introduce you first of all to Mike Powell. Good to have you here, Mike.
Thanks for having me,
And
Paul.
you are here representing the Greenbelt Land Trust of Mid-Missouri.
That's correct.
And you got an event coming up, but before we get into that, what is the Greenbelt Land Trust of Mid-Missouri?
So we're a local nonprofit conservation organization, and we work with public and private landowners to protect agricultural and natural spaces for future generations.
So how do you do that?
Well, there are a couple of ways. We do everything from just basically connecting interested landowners with resources at the Department of Conservation or the Department of Natural Resources or so forth, to conservation easements, which are a tool that allow a piece of property to remain in private ownership, so the family farm stays in the family, but it protects it from ever being developed. And so that piece of land has to always stay together and always be a farm.
Okay, what happens, let's say, the farmer wants to do that, and he's signed the easement over.
Yeah.
But then the farmer dies, and the kids come in, and they say, "Wait a minute, hold it. We're going to sell this farm and divide it up for development." They can't do that.
They cannot. And one of the things we always try to encourage is if landowners are considering this, we try to say, talk to your kids, tell them what your plans are, make sure they understand, make sure they're as on board as they're going to be, because they're going to be bound by it too.
Okay, but they can sell the land to somebody else, but it still has to remain in the conservation easement.
Absolutely. So they can sell it, they can give it away, but the farm has to stay a farm and all in one piece.
In one piece. That's kind of nice.
It's
nice, but that's not for everybody.
No, it's very much not. We work hard to only work with really enthusiastic landowners for whom the tool is a really good fit.
How many people are you working with right now?
Currently, we protect about 600 acres, and that's 6 conservation easements and 3 nature preserves.
Okay. You've got an event coming up when?
It's October 15th, which is a Sunday evening, so 6 to 8 p.m. at Maplewood Barn, just south of the main part of town here.
So what's going to happen?
So it's our Deep Roots dinner. It's the first year we're doing it. It's sort of a ramped up version of, we've always had sort of an annual celebratory dinner to talk about, here's all the great things that we've done together this year. But this year we've got a really, really good band coming in. They're called the Creek Rocks out of Springfield, Missouri, and they play updated arrangements of traditional Ozark folk music. And so they'll be playing the whole time. We've got great food. The Root Cellar is contributing the food for us, and it's going to be as locally sourced as possible.
Right.
Obviously, you can't quite get every ingredient in mid-Missouri, but we're going to have great local seasonal food from the Root Cellar, beer from Burr Oak Brewing, wine from Les Bourgeois.
So it's all local, and if people want to come, how do they make reservations?
Head to our website. It's greenbeltmissouri.org, and that's Missouri's all spelled out. So it's green the color, belt like holds your pants up, and the state where we live.
Okay, and that'll tell you all about what you do as far as if somebody is interested in having their land become under a conservation easement.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got lots of information about who we are, what we do, and contact information to get in touch with me if you have more questions.
All right. Mike Powell, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me,
And
Paul.
good luck with the dinner. That is October the
15th.
At Maplewood Barn.
At Maplewood Barn.
Got it. All right. Now there's a special event coming up on Friday, October the 13th. and that is the Mature Living Festival. And I've got Rose Voman with us. Good to have you here,
good
Rose.
to have you, Paul.
And you look so nice today.
Thank you.
And right next to Rose, we have Brett Hayes.
Hello,
Good to
Paul.
have
How
you
are
here,
you?
Brett.
Oh, thanks for having me back.
Physical therapy from Missouri Orthopedic Institute,
Yes,
right?
yes, and Mizzou Therapy Services, but I'm the director there. We have some new stuff going on we're happy to share
Yeah.
about today
So-
that'll help Rose out.
Yeah, what's the tie-in with the Mature Living Festival?
Okay, well, MU Healthcare is our presenting sponsor at the
Mm-hmm.
27th Annual Mature Living Festival.
This is 27 years now.
27.
Yeah, that's a long time. Isn't
It is. And so MU's got cardiovascular, endocrinology, the Missouri Orthopedic Institute, MOI, neurosciences, and then Brett is with, he's going to have the Human Performance Institute there to help show us how to
So-
stay young by staying strong.
Let's turn to Brett here. So
Yes.
what is the Human Performance
Right.
Institute?
Well, the MU Human Performance Institute is actually what we call just that, an institute and a think tank for the development of human performance. Now, we get really confused with athletic performance, which we admittedly do there, but we are interested in the comprehensive human, and that includes the elderly. And so,
Okay, wait. What do you
I know.
call the elderly?
well, we actually have a program we call Lifetime Strong.
Okay.
And Lifetime Strong takes athletic development principles and applies them to our retired people. See if I can use the politically correct term there, but those of us that are getting up there in age that really fitness is not enough.
What is the elderly? What age group are the elderly?
Well, it really will tend. We like to think that we're all young, we're all old, and I'll use all that together. But anybody over 55 is.
I thought that's where you were
I was afraid that you were pinning me down to that age. I admit.
That's okay.
But,
I'm 71, so I guess I fall into that elderly category.
yeah, and I'm getting close myself. So believe
You're
me.
not 71.
No, but I'm
Okay.
getting close to that 55, and that's it.
But you know what? 55. You're still a kid at 55.
I know exactly, but that's the best time to get started. It really
But you know
is.
what? Feeling old is in your mind.
Correct.
And no matter what age you are. Now, I'm 71 and I find it hard to believe. I keep thinking I'm still in my 30s or 40s.
No, absolutely.
Even though the bones and the muscles don't always feel that way.
And there's your point. I think your body can sure interfere with your mind, the way you're feeling.
can, yes.
And so we're trying to thwart that. When we add these programs in, we've realized that what develops a great athlete is really what develops a great human. And so we try to bring in things like agility, balance, muscular strength, things that many people have a tendency to divert away from as they get older for no other reason than they just don't know how to do it safely. Well, we put a program in that's not only safe, but it will train you to be able to react with better agility, better quickness, because let's face it, it's a scary world out there and it's easy to fall. And falls are one of our leading hospitalization causes out there. And when you start developing athletic development programs for people that are aging, they can actually avoid those falls by being that
Will
much
you be
more
doing
agile.
demonstrations at the Mature Living Festival?
We are actually just talking about that. As a matter of fact, Rose said it'd be great if you could get some of your
Oh, you've
members
got
there.
to.
Yeah, so I am going to call out right through your show some of my members. I'm going to make them come, and we'll try to see if we can't do a session right there
my
in front
goodness,
of everybody.
You should
I think
do
it
that.
would be great.
All right, so there will be a demonstration then.
We're going to make it happen.
All right, there will be a
I just committed
demonstration.
on television, so I best we better do it.
The Mature Living Festival, Friday, October the 13th. Where, Rose?
Parquet Plaza, 9 to 2. Also presenting sponsor Prime Magazine and the Columbia Missourian.
Okay, so I got it. So it's Friday, October the 13th at the Parquet Plaza from
9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
9 o'clock till 2 o'clock, and there will be a demonstration.
Free and open to the public.
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.